Stop reading anything else and pay close attention, because this message is not random, not a coincidence, and not just another scroll on your screen. This message is meant for you directly. Something is moving behind the scenes of your life right now, and heaven is shining a bright and powerful light to reveal what has been hidden for far too long. This is not just information. This is a divine warning meant to give you understanding, strength, and peace so you do not walk blindly anymore. The angel of the Lord is speaking, saying, "This is not a joke." God is exposing your big son, and the truth that has been kept in shadows is coming out now. The confusion that once clouded your mind is clearing. What once felt blurry and heavy is becoming clear, sharp, and undeniable under the light of God's truth. The behaviors you questioned, the feelings you ignored, the patterns you kept brushing aside, they are all revealing themselves now, because heaven does not want you to be blind any longer. You are not who you used to be. You are wiser. You have cried enough tears to soften stone. You have learned how to hear God in silence. You have learned to see truth even when others try to hide it behind smiles, excuses, and excuses wrapped in love. The angel is saying that your heart has suffered too much to ignore signs anymore. Your big son has been hiding something. There is a pattern. There is an influence. There is a presence around him that has not been of God. Heaven is not showing you this to shame him or to break him, but to save him before the enemy pulls him too deep. Type Amen if your spirit feels this. God is revealing what your natural eyes could not see, because this is spiritual. This is not about attitude change or simple behavior. This is about the battle for his identity, his peace, his destiny, and his future. The angel says, "The mask is falling now. What has been done in secret is being brought to the open. Conversations that were hidden, decisions being influenced, people who should not have access to him gaining access, mindsets shifting in ways that are not aligned with God. Heaven is stepping in because God refuses to let the enemy have your child. Your tears were heard. Your prayers were collected. Your late-night worry was not ignored. The enemy tried to create distance, confusion, and emotional walls, hoping you would give up or stop praying. But your spirit has been strong. Your love has been a shield. And now heaven is acting. Your son has been influenced by someone who does not carry light. Someone who speaks sweetly but comes with harm. Someone who appears supportive, understanding, helpful, or loving on the outside but carries manipulation, control, jealousy, or spiritual darkness inside. The angel says this influence is being exposed now. The truth cannot stay hidden anymore. And you will not stay silent anymore. Type Amen if you are receiving clarity. This exposure is not to cause division but to cut the chains that were silently forming. Your son's heart has been battling confusion. His spirit has been heavy. He is trying to be strong, but something has been pulling him, draining him, distracting him from his calling. God is stepping in because your son's destiny is too powerful to be stolen or delayed any longer. You prayed protection. Now heaven is answering. This is the moment where your strength rises. You are not going back to fear. You are not going back to silence. You are stepping into spiritual authority. You are stepping into clarity that no lie, no influence, no false love, no friendly face with hidden darkness can destroy. The angel says, do not ignore what God is showing you now. This is your chance to cover your son spiritually and pull him out before the enemy traps him further. Your son may not see the danger. He may not understand your concern. He may push back. He may get defensive. He may think he knows better. But the Spirit in you knows. The discernment in you knows. The wisdom God planted in you knows. The peace of God is returning to your heart piece by piece because God is lifting the veil and making everything visible. You will not lose your son. God is stepping in. God is intercepting. God is uncovering. God is restoring. What once seemed strong in darkness is losing power in the light. What once controlled his decisions is breaking. The angel is saying this moment is not heartbreak. This moment is breakthrough. You are not losing him. You are getting him back. Type Amen and claim your child's protection, clarity, covering, deliverance, and full return to peace. The story the enemy planned ends now. The divine story begins. For your son, support by giving a super thanks up to $100 as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it. Listen closely now, because the angel is still speaking. The exposure you are seeing is not a punishment. It is protection. Heaven does not reveal what is hidden unless there is danger waiting underneath the surface. The enemy has been trying to work through distraction, through influence, through whispers that seem harmless at first. But spiritual danger does not always show itself loudly. Sometimes it comes quietly, with a smile, with comfort, with someone who pretends to understand. But God is cutting through all of that now. Your big son has a calling on his life that is bigger than he realizes. There is something powerful on his name. Something chosen. Something marked. And the enemy has been trying to stop that calling before it fully awakens. This is why the battle around him has been intense. This is why his mind has felt heavy. This is why his spirit has felt tired. This is why his choices have seemed unusual. The enemy has been trying to weaken him from the inside. But God is saying, no more. The angel is stepping forward now and placing a covering over him. Even when he does not understand, even when he cannot see clearly, your prayers are working like a wall of fire around him. Your love is fighting in the spirit. Your heart that refuses to give up on him is the very weapon heaven is using to pull him back to safety. Type Amen if your spirit knows this is true. This is not the time to argue with him. This is not the time to force or push. This is the time to pray with authority. The time to speak life with calm strength. The time to let God do the revealing instead of trying to prove what you already know in your soul. Because God is going to make the truth undeniable. God is going to remove the wrong voice, the wrong influence, the wrong attachment that has been pulling at his spirit. The angel is saying, do not worry about how. Heaven is already working. There will come a moment soon where your son will see something clearly. A conversation. A situation. A reaction. A thought that breaks through. A moment that opens his eyes. And the illusion will shatter. The influence will fall. The attachment will break. The spiritual fog will clear. And he will begin to understand what you have been sensing in your heart. Your job is not to force the awakening. Your job is to protect the space for the awakening to happen. God is telling you now, do not speak from fear. Speak from love anchored in truth. Do not panic. Stand firm. Because the spirit of confusion that tried to form around him is losing strength. Type Amen if you receive this peace. Your son's heart is not lost. His mind is not gone. His spirit is not broken. He is simply under pressure. And heaven is about to release that pressure. He will return to clarity. He will return to himself. He will return to God. The shift is already happening. You may not see the full change yet, but the spiritual shift is in motion. The enemy does not fight this hard unless destiny is close. The angel is saying, the battle is heavy because the blessing is big. Your son is chosen. The kind of chosen that carries generational power. The kind that breaks curses. The kind that changes family lines. The kind that influences many behind him. The enemy is afraid of who your son will become when he walks in full clarity and purpose. That is why the attack came early. That is why the confusion came. That is why the wrong influence was sent. But God is cutting the tie now. Your son will not fall to the wrong hands. He will not be taken by darkness. He will not lose himself. God is not only exposing the situation. God is stepping into it. Type Amen if you feel God's presence in your space right now. You are not alone in this battle. Heaven has assigned angels to your house. Angels to your child. Angels to your family's bloodline. You may not see them, but they are standing guard. Night after night, when your heart was heavy and your mind was tired, those angels were watching. They never left. They have been waiting for this moment. The moment where truth is lifted and clarity breaks through every shadow. The angel says your son's heart is still good. He has not forgotten his foundation. He has not forgotten who raised him. He has not forgotten the love that shaped him. His spirit is simply tangled in something temporary. But temporary holds do not last when God speaks. God is calling his name. Expect emotional shifts. Expect sudden clarity. Expect distance from the wrong influence. Expect your son to slowly return to the values that shaped his heart. God is protecting him from spiritual traps you cannot see. That is why this is happening now. The revealing is painful at first, but peace follows quickly. Type Amen and claim peace over your household. Your son may face a moment where he feels torn. Torn between what feels familiar and what feels right. Torn between the voice of someone who holds emotional power and the voice of truth rising within him. Do not fear this moment. It is part of his awakening. It is the moment where his spirit begins to choose God over the influence that tried to shape him. He will rise from this. He will not stay confused. He will not stay attached to the wrong person or group. He will not lose himself. He will grow. He will understand. He will return stronger, wiser, and more rooted in truth than before. This is not the end. This is the beginning of his spiritual maturity. This is the beginning of his clarity. This is the beginning of his self-awareness. This is the beginning of his protection by God becoming visible. And when this passes, your relationship with him will be stronger than ever. Type Amen and claim restoration, clarity, protection, and divine intervention over your son's life. God is not exposing your son to embarrass him. God is exposing what has been influencing him to save his life, his future, his calling, and his soul. This is not a joke. This is God stepping in. The angel is still speaking, and there is more you must hear. Your son is standing at a spiritual crossroads. One path leads to confusion, distraction, and emotional exhaustion. The other path leads to clarity, strength, and divine purpose. He may not understand it yet, but something inside him is already shifting. His heart is beginning to question what once felt comfortable. His spirit is starting to resist what once felt familiar. This is because God is quietly awakening him from the inside. You may notice moments where he becomes distant from certain people. Or he becomes quieter. Or he seems lost in thought. Do not worry. This is not a sign of trouble. This is his spirit wrestling. This is his soul processing. This is heaven calling him back to himself. Your son is remembering who he is. The angel says, do not interrupt the process. Simply cover him in prayer. This moment is holy. It is delicate. It is powerful. Do not let fear speak louder than faith. Do not let worry speak louder than God. This is where you stand strong and steady. This is where your voice becomes calm and filled with God's peace. This is where your presence becomes a safe place for him to return to when his spirit opens up fully. Type Amen if you understand. The influence that was pulling him is weakening because the light of God is now shining directly on it. What once looked appealing is losing its charm. What once felt like comfort is now feeling draining. What once seemed harmless is now showing its true nature. This is divine exposure. Not out of punishment, but out of love. Your son's identity matters too much to God to allow him to fall into the wrong hands. Every tear you cried, every fear you held inside, every prayer whispered late at night has been heard. God is not late. God is strategic. God waits for the right moment where truth cannot be ignored, denied, or hidden anymore. That moment is here. The angel says, "Prepare your heart, not for fear, but for restoration." Your son may experience a breaking point. A moment where something snaps. A moment where he decides he's done with the confusion, the pressure, the emotional heaviness. When that moment comes, he will need you. Not as someone who says, "I told you so," but as someone who says, "I am here. I never left." The love you carry is your strength. The patience you carry is your weapon. The clarity you carry is your gift. God trusted you with this child because God placed spiritual sight in you long before your son ever needed it. Type Amen if you receive this calling. Do not be surprised if God begins to remove certain people from his life. Some may fade away. Some may distance themselves. Some may reveal their true intentions through sudden behavior or unexpected reactions. Do not try to hold on to anyone God is removing. Some connections are seasonal. Some attachments are temporary. Some relationships are only meant to be lessons. And once the lesson is complete, the attachment must break for the destiny to grow. Your son is entering a new chapter, and everyone cannot go with him. The angel says there will be peace after the separation. There will be relief after clarity. There will be joy where there was once confusion. And your son will begin to speak differently. Think differently. Walk differently. His confidence will return. His peace will strengthen. His identity will rise again. This is God rebuilding him from the inside out. Type Amen if you're ready for breakthrough in your household. This is the season where your house becomes a sanctuary again. Where laughter returns. Where peace settles like a warm blanket. Where your son's spirit breathes again. No more emotional exhaustion. No more silent battles. No more confusion. God is restoring what the enemy tried to drain. And here is the truth. Your son is not weak. Your son is not lost. Your son is not broken. Your son is chosen. Chosen to carry strength. Chosen to lead. Chosen to break patterns that others before him could not. Chosen to rise. The enemy never attacks what is empty. The attack was proof of his purpose. But the attack failed. Because God stepped in. The angel is saying, your son's future is protected. His journey is not over. His spirit will win. Do not worry about the timeline. Do not worry about how it will unfold. Do not worry about convincing him. God will handle the awakening. God will handle the separation. God will handle the revealing. You simply remain in love, prayer, and quiet authority. Your son will return with wisdom beyond his years. He will carry compassion. He will carry insight. He will have a new fire inside him. He will walk with a strength that only comes from surviving something that tried to take him. His testimony will be powerful. And one day, he will say, "I didn't understand at first. But now I see everything clearly. Thank you for not giving up on me." Type Amen if you claim this restoration. Now lift your hand, even if just in your heart, and receive this final word. God is surrounding your son with angels. God is breaking every attachment sent to harm him. God is cleansing his heart, clearing his mind, strengthening his spirit. God is placing a shield around his future. God is restoring him from the inside. God is guiding him to his true purpose. God is returning him to peace, to identity, to love, to clarity. This is not a joke. This is divine intervention. Your son is covered. Your son is protected. Your son is coming back to himself. And when this chapter closes, your household will breathe again. Your heart will rest again. Your spirit will rejoice again. This is the closing of confusion. This is the ending of hidden influence. This is the restoration of your child. Type Amen and let heaven seal this truth. Your son will not be lost. Your son will not be taken. Your son will not fall to darkness. Your son is returning. God has him. And God has you. Amen. For your son, support by giving a super thanks up to $100 as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, "Lord, I believe this word and I receive it.